The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Live. So, folks, this is start all over. We've got the Dow up 20 points at 42,474. Really nice comeback. And we've got the S&P right now. This is Thursday at 10:31 a.m. on the 27th. We're going to go to the S&P SPX. There we go. S&P is trading right now. It's gone from down quite a bit to up. It's up 4.20 at 57.16. QQQ, is that turned around? Yep, it's turned around. It's just barely up 22 cents at 484.55. Let's go to the IWM, the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is trading, there it is. Russell is trading up 18 cents at 205.76. And we've got the IWM, there it is. Let's go to gold. Gold had a huge move to the upside, pulled back a little bit, and then it continued higher. It's now in leg D because it's at 3,095. Remember, I said in the Chapman methodology, it would be so unusual not to get to that fourth leg higher, which is at 3,091.8 or something like that. And here we are in leg D. I can type in leg D. It's completed what it needed to do. Anything after this is a bonus. A leg D in the weekly chart. Silver was lagging and it tried to rally. And let's see if it's working right now. Very nice. Getting close to a new higher high, recovery high, so that if it goes over it's $35 exactly. It's trading right now at 34.90. That'll be the leg D. GDX, the GDX went to a peak C, then a peak C1 and a C2. And today it is at 45.65. I believe that's so close to the high 45.65. We're making a little double top. 1 penny higher, we saw leg D in the GDX. Let's go to, that's why we want to remain long in the gold, and we have a silver stock, which is finally coming on strong. Look how many of these. Look, yeah, is ASA. It made a leg D, then a peak D the other day. ASA Precious Metals had a fantastic run. It kind of led the pack. Now it's taking a bit of not a breather. It's just kind of stalled a little bit. Let's go on to the, now I want to go to high-grade copper. High-grade copper is pulling back at that leg D. We said yesterday there was a chance that it could pull back and make a peak D, and that's what we got right now. Let's go to crude oil. That was really soaring, but you know what? I don't know if it's going to be a breakout. I looked at these things really closely yesterday. I can see a bounce, so we didn't actually go into the crude oil at all, and I didn't even add anything in that sector. I did have something the other day in the natural gas, and that then sort of pulled back a little bit. And I'm watching this. Look, here's natural gas. Natural gas has been pulling back from that peak D, just under 5. There it is, 3.84. That's a pretty big pullback in natural gas. Let's go on to bonds, and that's really, to me, key. It's key only for this reason. I'm watching it closely. I don't think, and I had a question the other day worrying about the Fed, and I said, no, the Fed's not the issue here. It's just really it's tariffs. And let's go straight to General Motors. General Motors is down $4 at 46.84. That's serious stuff. Ford had a rally. It was actually up. And now it's gone from 1040 at the open. 1026 was the open. It even went to $10.40. Now it's at 988. There is an issue, but the market has had so much time to digest and to say there are areas, and this is what I said to my subscribers to opening call. There are areas that are going to this rotational correction that we've been seeing. There are areas that are just not going to be able to. Look at this. Microsoft just cannot get out of its own way. There it is. It isn't breaking down. It's gone below the 385 low of August of last year, having hit 468, and it's retested it at the 376 level, and it's kind of holding okay. And if you look at the semiconductors, look at this. The semiconductors are down $2.44. That's because this is part of the tariff thing. If you look at Coca-Cola is actually up 51 cents today. If you look at McDonald's, so the defensive area, not defense in the Raytheon, etc., but defensive, where money goes to when it looks like there's either a recession coming or the market is starting to stall. We had a period where the XLP, the Select Consumer S&P Staples Spider Fund, was running with the tech sector. Now look what we've got. We've got a little bounce going here, and it's saying that there's a rotation going on through the different sectors. And because of that, you've got to be very selective. And that's why I said recently that I'm looking only for what's working. And then we will either, if we have it, and we have quite a number of things that are working, I want to add to those positions. I don't want to start anything by saying there should be a this and there should be. I want to know what's working. And when you go to that, if you have that mentality, you can see that you can, to a certain extent, you can avoid the vicissitudes of the market, the sudden down moves, if you are in early and you have a reasonable stop because you are now so far above where you were when you got in. And that makes it look, for instance, here's Bank of America, which we have. Look how it's holding quite nicely. And this is one of the stocks that should have been hammered if this was a deteriorating market, kind of the real bear market. These financials should be tanking. JP Morgan is right now way off the low, the most recent low in the 224.23 was the low. Yesterday, it hit 254. It's trading right now 250, down 46 cents. And you can see, yes, it's had a correction in the weekly chart. You can see that sharp move from the 280 level, 280.25 on the 19th of February. And it comes tumbling down. And now it's bouncing. So that's what I'm saying, that selectivity is going to be the way we're going to survive in this thing. Swim was mentioned in the 10. Now it's in the 7th. Yes, there's the channel that it broke
apart. Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. risk-free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds for both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Be back here because everything was set to go when I went on we tried to update to the new, because Skype's going to be disappearing next month, the thing, or so very soon. So we went to the new thing with Microsoft, and I couldn't log in. But anyway, we didn't. Jacob figured it out, thank you, our technical guru, and we're on. So let me I'm hearing a lot of hissing now. All right, I think I'm on, and I'm looking at the Tiger TV. It says that I'm on. Okay, so what we're looking at here is, look at the E-mini. It's gone fantastic from this low that was made at 57.20. It's gone from 57.20 to 57.76 right now. This is the second buy mode in the 1-minute chart. It's only leg C in the 5-minute chart, and it's only a leg A in the 10-minute chart. Think of this as daily, weekly, monthly. Isn't that amazing? So as we're looking at it, a question Mr. Bull wants to know about the XLF components. I can't remember. I did have the components. I can go through a bunch in a moment. Tax day is 15th of April for Bank of America. Okay, so yeah. In the meantime, what we're looking at here is, look, the XLC, the S&P Communications and Service Select sector, SPIDER, with Meta, Google, Netflix, Disney, but it has Verizon, Telephone, and T-Muz. That's T-Muz, the T-Mobile. And look, the XLC is lagging because of Microsoft and because of Meta, Google, and Netflix. But wait a minute, and Disney. But look at this. Telephone, all-time high as we're speaking. Just broke out today as we're speaking, all-time high. Look at this. You've got Verizon coming back. I love this action when you come down sharply. Remember, this is the rectangle formation that says you should rally. And if you start to make higher highs and higher lows, there's a really good chance that you're going to make a lopsided cup formation and go just under, right on, or just above the previous high. And then you've got to do an assessment. And here it is at 45. And the recent high was on the 10th of March at 47.36. How about that? So I wanted to do that. So let me just show you something. So we've got, I think, I can't remember. I'll do it though. A Visa used to be, I'm pretty sure it's in the financials. And look at that. At 348, up 420 in leg C, coming off the low that was made in the 320s. 360.54 with a 363 open round number high on the 3rd of March. Plummets down. And that was a peak F. I've got it, at least for now, a peak F in the weekly, and Visa is a leg E in the monthly chart. And the technicals, both in it just flipped positive in the daily. The 914 has been fantastic in the weekly, and the monthly has been great. And that's Visa. That's a good MasterCard. It's not in the Dow, but it could be in the XLF. I could have a look. In fact, let me just do this right now because it's a good question. So I'm going to go say components, XLF components. And here we go. The full holdings. And let's see what we've got. We've got, of course, it's going to be one of those that does. Oh, yeah, there it is. Berkshire Hathaway. I mentioned the other day. How come Berkshire Hathaway is in it when is it a financial? Well, actually, it's a conglomerate, right? But there it is. All-time high, I bet, as we're speaking. Yep, as we're speaking. It is at 535.15. Oh, sorry. Yesterday was all-time high, peak C in the daily, leg C in the weekly, and leg F in the monthly. I don't want to go through them all. WFC. I haven't updated this for a little while, and that is trading at, it's actually down 20 cents. Peak A, B, C. It's at peak C in the daily. It hit 81.50, all-time high on the 4th of Feb. Yeah, so you can see these are repairing the damage after somewhat of a pullback. The AXP is there. So we're looking at these, and I think, yeah, that's enough. So we've done those. This is lagging quite a lot, American Express. It had a 326.28 high on the 31st of January, and it's gone all the way down to the 240s, and now it's trading at 274. All right, let's go to the IYT. So this is the iShares of the Transportation Average ETF. Made a peak E, all-time high. I can't remember if it was a high at 75.59 back in November the 25th. Comes plummeting down to the 66 area, has a great rally to the trend line up in the 71-ish area. Double tops. These double tops are such nice clues to action in the market. Double tops at around about the 16th of this past month, of last month, and now it's down from the 71 area to the 65s. So that tells me that you've got to be, look, you've got A to B equals C to D. Almost, it's a little more than an exact A to B, because that's got nothing to do with Chapman wave peaks and troughs. So as we're looking at this, what we have is a really mixed market. And even now, the Dow is unchanged after being down about 200 and something, comes all the way back, goes positive to about 40 or 50, 60 points, and now it's pulling back. And that's what I'm saying, that this is a market that says, in the right area, you're saying, hey, what recession or what pullback? In the wrong area, you say, wow, this is the worst market I've ever had. Look at this Syntas. It's looking horrible. Goes to 210.16 on the 3rd of March. This is uniforms, rentals. This is the market. This is the economy. Plummets down to the 189 area. Has good earnings yesterday, spikes up to 212. I mean, it's tootling along it on the 200-period moving average of 194, spirals up to 212, takes out that gap up low today, has a low of 202.59, and is trading right now up $2.79 at 207. So this is a tough market in the sense that you've got to try your best to identify what's working, then stay with what's working. If you go out of your the spectrum of what you can see is going to the upside rather than the stuff that's going to the downside, I think you can survive a lot of what's going on. I didn't go to the TLT. I spoke about bonds, but look, the TLT has almost, is that a 1-to-1 to the downside? Lo and behold, it's gone from the 92s right there. I love this particular pattern that I talk about all the time. It's the Chapman wave. Here we go. It's very much like the A to B equals C to D, except I have a particular thing that I call, it's the parallel. It's got a match. And it's got a match in the angle. Look at this match. It matches perfectly in this angle. And that's a beautiful 1-to-1 to the downside, hitting 88.78. This is the area that it needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, it starts the MACD, which is good in the weekly chart, is one thing, but the 9-period moving average is deflecting lower, and that's it. This transportation area is still getting stuck. So let's look at GE, because GE made an all-time high yesterday. It went to the 214s. 212.17 was the last high back in Feb.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs? Trade wars? Analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Back and so silver, someone said, a dude in the den says silver is at over 35. Let me just go to silver. And we've got it. Oh, lovely. There's your leg D. I like that. It's the reason why we hung in with our silver stock. So we've got gold, we've got the actual gold matching the price of gold as it moves up. And now we've got the silver starting to work very nicely. Good. Okay, that's what we needed to see. So SOXL in the den. So you're looking at the SMHs. So SMH at this particular point should start to come back a little bit. Yes, now it's only down $1.63. But, you know, so Duncan Steve in the den, he plays the 3 times long, 3 times short. He mixes it all the time. That's a fantastic way to do it. That's really good because you're you're working with the trends and you don't have to go for very much because you are using just the percentages, and I like that very much. So congratulations. Now I need to, oops, I just moved it. There we go. So FXI, so what's it? Oh, this is the last segment. God, I missed a whole bunch that I wanted to do. There's so many stocks we were going to look at. FXI is bouncing a little bit today. We're going to see what happens here. This is exactly the area where if it's going to bounce at 38.79, it needs to get to the 36.79. So it needs to get to 37.35. 35, I'd say by tomorrow to say, yep, it's making some kind of an attempt at a base. One other thing I want to look at here is, as we're about to go, look what happened to the VIX index. So that was a clue to me that this was not going to be as serious with all the talk of the tariffs. It's right on the 200-period moving average, but it really tried to rally this morning. It went to 1928. It's now at 1796. So I'm going to be sending out, I probably will send out an update to my subscribers now. I don't usually like to do it during the day. I must think it through how I want to do this. But there are some areas that are just starting to act quite nicely here that I wouldn't mind stepping into. Let me first go back on the 2. Okay. So